Hello, welcome to the video, welcome to the vlog. Today I'm going to be doing, well, it's basically a review of carsponsors.com. Carsponsors.com is a website that was popping up on my Instagram feed pretty regularly as an advertisement. And essentially I wasn't sure if it was a scam or not, because when I went to sign up for Car Sponsors, well, they wanted $80. Now, I couldn't find anything that would definitively say, yes, it's a scam, they're just taking your money. So I wasn't really sure, and nobody could give me a definite answer on the internet. So what I did is I paid the $79 for it. And I can tell you that as of right now, it's not a scam. I can't be totally sure. A majority of what they do is give discounts on products using product codes from other companies. Now, I signed up, I basically just waited around for a while because I wasn't sure if I wanted to spend $80 on a video. So I kind of just waited around for a while, just kind of putting it off and not wanting to do it. But I bit the bullet, I did it, and I bought the package. And essentially, it came in, and I got this thing with it because I had delayed and I just like put it off. I got the free like instant horsepower little chip thing, which is probably actually a scam. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if this is a scam, talk through why Car Sponsors isn't a scam, at least right now, but why I think their marketing and advertisement is a little bit, well, you know, it's actually not super deceiving. So Car Sponsors essentially connects you with other companies that want to sponsor. Companies that are looking to get their name out. So what they do is they essentially connect you with a company that wants somebody to be sponsored. Now, this little horsepower chip thingy that whatever company, what is it? I don't even know. It doesn't have a name on it. Maybe it's just Instant Horsepower. Maybe that's the company name. They've been all over carsponsors.com. They've been, whoa, there's a car coming. They've been all over, right? They've been trying to really push this product, and I'm assuming that they have a tight relationship because, I mean, they're giving these things away. Like, okay, not giving them away, but you buy, you sign up for Car Sponsors and you get one of these. Like, they're basically giving it away. So I don't think that it's a scam. Now, I do think in the long run it could save you a lot of money. So the way the system works is pretty simple. You put in your discount code on checkout through the website of the person who is sponsoring you, and you get, let's say in total it's gonna be 40% discount on their product. You get 20% off the discount then and there. You get another 20% off, or you get another 20% in cash later. Like, once you do the review, they send it to you in cash. Which I haven't actually tested yet because, well, that's going to be a video coming soon. I ordered a sticker pack, and I'm going to see if, I mean, I only spent like $10, and it's just an Instagram handle. So yeah, we'll see about that, and if I actually do get cash back, which is only going to be a couple bucks, but I just want to see if it's legit. So I think that basically covers the fact that Car Sponsors is not a scam, but I do think that it takes time to get full sponsorships or even paid sponsorships on that website. I think you need to be a lot bigger in the community. But then again, if you are bigger in the community, you don't need Car Sponsors to get sponsorships. Companies will reach out to you. So I guess we're just gonna see if it's legit, really. This product specifically next. Why are you beeping? Shut up. Okay, so I've been driving my car for a while, so I know what it feels like. So here we have the chip. It plugs directly into your OBD2. Oh god, it's like way down here. Right there, you see that little chip thingy? It basically just plugs in there. I can't plug it in and film, so cut. Alright, so I plugged it in, and it lights up red, which means you probably don't want to have this plugged in when your car's off, or it'll drain your battery. So yeah, don't have it off on, or don't don't have it plugged in when your car's off, or bye-bye battery. So, time to put my seat back the way it's supposed to be. Time to put my body back the way it's supposed to be. And turn on the car. First of all, my car already has exhaust, so if it sounds different, you won't be able to tell, but I'll be able to tell. So I guess that's gonna be the first one. Let's see how it sounds, or if I get a check engine light. As far as I can tell, it sounds pretty much exactly the same. But I guess the real test is gonna be while I'm driving. So I guess we'll hit the road. So as I just drive through the neighborhood, I'll be honest, I'm not, from what I've read, it doesn't sound like a good idea to be putting these in your car. It's bumpy. So what I've heard is they can do things like increase the wear on your engine by increasing the fuel mix. If you even get a decent one, it will be able to increase the fuel mix. Bad ones will just, well, what they usually do is shorten the amount of pressure you need to apply on your pedal in order to accelerate the car. So instead of moving the pedal all the way to 100%, you only have to move it to 80 to get full acceleration, which is kind of weird. And I don't think it does anything, because there's an easy solution, and that's literally just pushing your pedal down harder. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out. Now, for this first test, what I've done is I have all the fuel economy settings on. I have fuel economy, and I'm in just standard drive. And I have the AC running. So I'm just gonna pull out nice and gently. Car doesn't feel any different, just with a gentle acceleration. It's hard to tell if there's an increase in power from when I'm in economy mode, just because of how limited everything is. What I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head down to the end of the road, and I'll try again. Yeah. Now, I don't think that this chip is producing enough power to make a crazy difference. I think I still remain with my original saying that it's probably better, I mean, well, anyone's gonna tell you this, but it's probably better to just get your car tuned by a professional. There's no logistical reason to buy this. I have noticed my fuel economy is lower than it usually would be. And this is not just as an overall standpoint, considering I did some polls, but this is just generally while I'm driving. I've noticed it's a bit lower than what I'm used to seeing. Now this is a pretty easy way to tell what's going on with the chip. The chip is increasing its air-fuel mixture, and it's running rich to increase power. Now I'm sure it's done other things too, because running rich, you need to do more than just run rich to get more power. There's other things that need to be changed. Now, because this is, because it's a dual overhead cam, meaning VTEC, I'm not sure how that affects it, because there is valve overlap once the second camshaft kicks in. But the car does feel faster, which is weird. It was the last thing I was expecting to say. It was like, it doesn't only feel faster, but it is faster. And it's the last thing I expected to say coming out of this. Ooh, there's people. Hello, people. And it's just really weird to think that obviously the people online who talk about these chips are all saying they're scams, whatnot. But this one works. And that's surprising. And I'm really surprised by that. I'm actually shooketh to my coreth about the fact that this works, and it works well. I don't know exactly what it does, I don't know exactly what it did. Whatever it did, it worked well, and it did a good job of it. I would recommend this. I'm pretty sure it's valued at like $70. Well, hold on a sec. Yeah, exactly how much I paid for the membership. I'd say it's probably the cheapest upgrade you can do. Now I can't speak for other cars, of course, because, well, I only have one car and I can't speak for how it will affect different cars and what time increases you'll see on different cars. But I know with my CVT and my engine, it worked. That's surprising. I'll see you next time. I'm running out of recording space on my drive. Bye-bye. All right. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I'm at the end of the road and I already have something I don't like about it. It doesn't clip into the OBD2 port, so it rattles a little bit, which is weird, and it doesn't sound great. Which is just kind of a little pet peeve, I guess. I mean, if you're actually taking this to the track, you're not using AC, you're not using any of that stuff anyways, so a little bit of a rattle from the OBD2 port isn't going to be a big deal to you. But it's still annoying. So here we are, full stop. Not gonna go above, I'm just gonna go up to 40, which is the speed limit. Turn off cruise main. Why is that on? Okay, so I'm in sport, economy is off, and I'm just gonna see if this feels any different, because I'm really skeptical. Launch. Believe it or not, it almost feels different. I don't know if it's placebo or what, but it just, I don't know. Now, there's a couple of things that could have happened there. Because my car is a CVT transmission, it's possible it adjusted the timing on it. This means that simply what it would have done is just make it shorter, essentially. What does that mean? It would reduce the gear ratio, meaning the initial gear ratio would be lower. So then when it gets up to 6,800 RPMs, when it starts to level off and it won't, and the gear, the CVT has to start actually adjusting, that'll happen sooner because the starting gear ratio is lower. I felt like the RPMs climbed faster, and the reason I'm saying I don't think it was actually like the engine increasing performance is because I feel like that could have been done from factory. That feels like something that they could have done from the factory with just a little bit of tuning to the CVT. I could be wrong, of course. This camera mount is annoying. It's on my face. So, essentially, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I can't put it past placebo, because it could be placebo. And I wouldn't put it past them for just relying on placebo, right? But I'm not totally sure. It feels nice. The car drives exactly the same, really. But I do feel like it got up and went a little bit quicker. That could be due to what they claim about the extra torque, how it increases torque. Because the low end torque on my car isn't great. It needs to get up to higher RPMs before it can really, really get you moving. So I think it's going to be one of those things where you kind of have to wait. You have to use it now and then and maybe take it to the track or something, and do some benchmarks. So I guess we'll do some benchmarks. My car accelerates 0 to 60 miles per hour as of right now, and I think it's high 8s, low 9s. So it's pretty inconsistent, but my testing method is also inconsistent, so there's that to be accounted as well. I'm going to do some tests on a private road, so no worries, and I'll come back with the results in a second. Now, just because I'm not filming the results doesn't mean they're going to be inaccurate. I'm simply not showing the results because I have a secret place on a private road, and it's my secret place, and it's not your secret place. Yeah. Be back in a second. So, having conducted my experiment, I would say there's a fuel mix difference. Something about the car's fuel mix is definitely greater. When I normally drive this car just in drive mode, no economy settings or anything, you don't hear any little popples, like little bloop bloop bloops coming from the exhaust. And that's, well, because it's being very conservative fuel. There's nothing left that's being pumped out of the exhaust. With this chip installed, I can hear little popples coming out of the exhaust when I'm driving just in normal drive mode, like right now. They're not loud, they're not aggressive, nothing like that. Now, I normally hear those little popples in sport mode, which is to be expected because in sport mode they increase the fuel-air mixture to give you better power. So what I've found is very surprising, to me at least. I found that my car is a half a second faster 0 to 60 with this chip in it. Now I know what you're thinking, what? All I can find online is that these things are total bullshit and that they don't work. And I thought the same thing. I had zero expectations, but it does something, and whatever it does, it works. I mean, even my AC feels cooler. That's not even a joke. I mean, I have my AC on 1 bar and the temperature is, I mean, that's just how it always is. That's what, 100% of the time. And it is cold in here. I'm not used to, like, it's really cold, surprisingly cold. I don't know what's different, what it does. I can't find any specifications online about what it does, what it changes. Maybe it's proprietary information, proprietary technologies. I don't know, but it's surprising how well it worked. My tests were not scientific. I did not have something hooked up to my wheels that would tell me my 0 to 60 times, but half a second is a lot of time. I was running like 9.2s for a majority of my testing, like before putting this chip in. 9.2s, 9s, 8.9s, and this is with my very inaccurate testing methods. And somehow, some way, I'm all the way up to 8.6, which is crazy. My best time was in 8.3.